A lot of marketers think AI traffic is hype, but our research proves otherwise. ChatGPT sends traffic that's worth 4.4 times more revenue than Google. So here's your big opportunity. Our studies show that very few companies are competing for this traffic yet, which means you have a clear first mover advantage in what could be the biggest shift in online marketing since Google. I'm Neil Patel, co-founder of the award-winning global ad agency NP Digital, and in this video, I'll walk you through my 3-step ChatGPT traffic system so you can tap into one of the most valuable sources of engaged traffic we've seen since the early days of Google. Let's get started. Everyone's still playing by the Google rules, but AI search has evolved into something far more sophisticated, and most businesses are still stuck in the past. Traditional SEO isn't dead, but it's no longer enough. AI search has added an entirely new layer of sophistication to how people find businesses online, and the growth is explosive. ChatGPT usage has skyrocketed from nearly zero to dominating search behavior in just 3 years, while platforms like Gemini and Claude are growing rapidly too. This isn't just some distant future trend. It's happening right now. Searches on ChatGPT have surged past 1 billion compared to Google's 13.7 billion per day. And that number is climbing fast. That's why now is a time to optimize for it. But here's the thing. Although there's similarities, showing up on ChatGPT works differently than ranking on Google. Here's how it works. Traditional Google looked at your domain authority and backlinks to determine if you're trustworthy. AI search, it reads the actual context of how you're mentioned across the web. Traditional Google cared about keyword optimization. AI search cares about whether you can actually answer the specific question someone is asking. Traditional Google used algorithms to rank pages. AI search uses comprehension to understand content and match it to real human intent. Think about it. When someone asks ChatGPT, what are the best project management tools for remote teams? It's not just checking if you rank for project management software. It's pulling from Wikipedia, credible blogs, trusted news sites, comparison portals, and even case studies, then deciding which answer best fits the question. ChatGPT collapses hours of research into seconds by pulling the most relevant insights from trusted sources into one clear answer. This is search evolved. It's more human, more contextualized, more sophisticated. And the data shows this evolution is accelerating fast. We're seeing a massive shift from traditional search behavior to AI-assisted research. The businesses that understand this new layer are getting visitors that convert roughly 4.4 times better than traditional Google traffic. The reason is clear. When we analyzed 300 businesses who are optimizing for AI search, LLM traffic drove 72.5% engagement, while traditional search only hit 60.4%. And visitors stay longer too. The traffic from LLMs stayed an average of 2 minutes and 13 seconds compared to just 1 minute and 37 seconds from traditional search. This isn't about abandoning everything you know about SEO. And it's not even about abandoning optimizing for Google. It's about evolving your strategy to match how search has evolved. After analyzing thousands of AI search recommendations, I've identified 4 factors that determine whether AI recommends your business or sends customers to your competitors. So if AI search is more sophisticated, what is it exactly looking for? I wanted to find out. So I analyzed thousands of ChatGPT recommendations across dozens of industries. I found that there were 4 consistent factors that determine who gets recommended and who gets ignored. Factor 1, authority signals, but not what you think. This isn't about domain authority anymore. AI search looks for citations from respected publications, expert roundups, and here's the big one, Wikipedia and blogs. We looked at 500,000 ChatGPT queries to find out what exactly gets cited. Wikipedia dominates at 20%, blogs at 90%, news sources at 17%. Notice what's at the bottom? Vendor pages at just 2%. ChatGPT rewards authoritative, encyclopedic information over sales pitches. Factor 2, content intelligence. Your content needs to directly answer specific questions with original data and research. But it also needs to be structured so AI can easily parse it. Clear headers, scannable content, direct answers. Factor 3, the specificity strategy. Here's what most people get wrong. Instead of targeting best CRM software, you need to create content for best CRM for manufacturing companies with 100 sales reps. AI search rewards ultra-specific solutions. Factor 4, reputation network. This is about frequent mentions across the web, but context matters more than quantity. How are you described when you're mentioned is everything. We actually analyzed 100 websites to see what mattered most to AI recommendations. Domain authority scored just 2.6 out of 10 in importance, but context, 9.1 out of 10. Thoroughness, 8.7 out of 10. AI literally cares more about how you're talked about than how powerful your domain is. This means you need to think beyond your website. It's not just about what's on your website. It's about building your reputation across the entire internet in a way that AI can understand and trust. Here's how one company started dominating AI search recommendations in their industry, and you can steal their exact playbook. Let me show you the strategy in action. HubSpot, the CRM company, completely cracked the code on AI search. This comes straight from a conversation with their team on a Marketing Against the Grain podcast. When you ask ChatGPT about CRM recommendations now, HubSpot shows up in the majority of responses. Their sales team literally reports customers calling and saying, ChatGPT told me you were the best, so I'm here to buy. But here's what's crazy. They didn't do this by accident. They engineered it. Here's what they did. First, instead of creating 1 to 3 broad pages about CRM software, they created 100 to 300 ultra-specific pages. Pages like CRM for manufacturing companies, CRM for real estate teams under 50 people, CRM for SaaS startups in their first year. Second, they focus entirely on bottom of the funnel content. Not what is a CRM or educational stuff like that, but instead, here's why HubSpot is the best CRM for your specific situation. In other words, buying intent content. Third, they use AI to scale their content creation. They identified every single possible customer scenario and created comprehensive content for each one. Fourth, and this is a key, they built mentions through digital PR and authentic community engagement. They didn't just create content and hope. They actively worked to get mentioned in the right context across the web. Now, when potential customers research CRMs using AI, HubSpot has essentially pre-positioned themselves as the obvious choice for dozens of specific scenarios. They made it nearly impossible for AI to recommend CRM solutions without mentioning them. This isn't about getting more traffic, though they're getting plenty of that. It's about becoming the default recommendation in your industry. When AI becomes your biggest referral partner, you've essentially future-proofed your business. Now, before I share my 3-step system, here's a quick note. If this sounds powerful, but you don't have time to figure it all out yourself, my agency can do it for you. We specialize in AI or LLM optimization. This is about getting your business found and recommended by AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and even Google's AI search. We've built proprietary systems for content, citations, and authority that most agencies don't even know about. If you want to save time on the trial and error, go to npdigital.com and we'll show you how you can get results. All right, now I'm about to share with you my 3-step system for turning ChatGPT search into your biggest referral partner. All right, you've seen the data and you understand how this works. Now here's exactly how to implement it. Here are the 3 steps to my system. Get AI's attention, expand your authority, and own your space. So let's start with step 1, get AI's attention. This is your foundation. You need to create content that's so good, so specific, and so authoritative that AI can't ignore it. Create citation-worthy content with original research and data. Don't just say, we're the best. Prove it with case studies, surveys, proprietary data that no one else has. Optimize everything for AI's parsing. Clear structure, direct answers to specific questions, scannable formatting that AI can easily understand. And here's something that most people miss. Submit your site to Bing Webmaster Tools as well. ChatGPT uses Bing's data, so if you're not indexed there, you're making a big mistake. Step 2, expand your authority. Now you need to engineer your reputation across the internet. This is where most businesses fail. They think their website is enough. Build mentions through strategic digital PR and guest content, but not just any mentions. You want to be mentioned in context of solving specific problems. Engage authentically in community discussions on Reddit, Quora, and industry forums. Don't spam. Actually help people and naturally position yourself as an expert. Create comparison content that positions you favorably. X versus Y versus Z. Articles where you come on top backed by real data. You don't want to just make things up or fabricate. Step 3, own your space. This is where you scale and dominate. Use AI tools to create ultra-specific long-tail content at massive scale. Remember HubSpot's 300 pages? That's what we're talking about. Monitor mentions across the web obsessively. You want to know every time someone talks about your industry and ideally be part of those conversations. Track your AI visibility with tools like Ubersuggest or similar platforms. Test your industry's common questions in ChatGPT Monthly and see where you show up. Remember, this isn't a 30-day hack. You're looking 3 to 6 months to really see real results. Doesn't mean you can't see some results sooner, but to see results that really impact your numbers, it takes 3 to 6+ months. And the good news is, most of your competitors aren't even aware that this game even exists yet. If you start today, you can own your territory before they even know there's territory to claim. The businesses that win the next decade will be the ones that understand AI search isn't coming, it's here. And right now, it's still wide open. So if you ever feel like you've missed the boat on SEO traffic, like Google got too competitive, too expensive, or too hard to crack, then this AI search revolution is an incredible opportunity for you. We're not just waiting on Google anymore. Just like the average person uses 6.6 social networks per month, according to Sprout Social, people are using Perplexity, ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, and dozens of other AI platforms to find information. And that's creating plenty of new opportunities for people who understand how to optimize for this new role. The early days of any platform are always the best time to get in. And right now, we're in the early days of AI search. If you want to learn more about optimizing for AI search across these platforms, watch this video next. I'll show you the complete strategy that works everywhere. And if you want my business to just do everything for you, so that way you don't have to worry about it, check us out at npdigital.com. We have amazing case studies of driving not just traffic, but real revenue from these AI platforms for our clients.